Welcome to The Link tonight. And this time we're talking about the business of music. Many of you enjoy it. You listen to radio, you watch TV, all the music. And there's all this discussion about artists and who has money. But we are going to delve into the sector today and ask ourselves, where is the money? Who makes the money? Just in a moment. Welcome back, and my guest tonight is Edward Sendi. Many of you know him, and he's a music critic, and he also works with Dembe FM, a sister station. Eddie.
Yes, please.
We enjoy music.
True.
From a distance.
Right.
But does music in its own right a money-making venture for real in Uganda?
It is a very, very big money-making venture. If you look at the figures, you can be shocked. I'll give you one snippet.
Yes.
There is a television station in Uganda which specializes in playing music, entirely music. A friend of mine was telling me they get, on average, 30 music videos every day.
Are you sure?
30 every day. Now, if you imagine that on average, you will find a $10,000 US video, you will find a $1 million video, a 1 million Uganda shillings video.
Yes.
But let's say on average, it costs about 5 million shillings.
To do a good video.
To do a good video. Now, if these 30 cost 5 million, now 5 million times 30 videos, that is 150 million.
Already.
Every day. So how much is that a month?
Multiplied by?
A year. And this is continuous. Now, that's the money I'm talking about. Then, there is a lot of money in what we call the callback ringtone, CBRT.
Yes.
Almost everybody you call,
You
you will hear a song playing. And sometimes your ringtone, you download it or you get it off a telecom company.
And you pay money.
Every month you pay 500 shillings. Statistics say we have about 20 million people owning mobile phones. Now just imagine, let's say half
of that.
That's 10 million times 500 shillings. Okay?
Yeah. We already have
That's money every month made from the listeners of these ringtones or made from the owners of the mobile phones going into the hands of the telecom companies.
Now, okay, telecoms are obviously making. Does somebody make part of that money? Not in the telecom?
Yes. The system is, you have the telecom.
Yes.
You have the content provider.
Yes. The owner of the song.
No. Sam and Sons Uganda Limited.
Yes.
Or some SMS or media company, some media agents or something. Contacts the musician.
I see that.
Buys the music of the musician. Sells it to the telecom. Okay? So the telecom pays Sam's company.
Yes.
And Sam pays the musician.
Okay. That cycle is complete.
Okay, the cycle is complete.
That's two areas now.
You have
of where the money is.
Okay. Now, for the video part, we have companies around that hire equipment. You are in front of the camera every now and again, so you know how much a good camera costs. So it is hard for every person out there who produces these videos to own the cameras.
So or the equipment owners now.
The equipment owners invest in buying these cameras and all the other equipments, the jibs, everything as you know it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And hire it out at a fee to the directors of photography who go on to make the videos.
Okay, interesting.
Okay?
Yeah.
So there is money there. Now, the other thing is the musicians themselves.
Well, I was coming to the musician. It seems like they're on the periphery. Am I wrong?
The educated and the knowledgeable ones are making money.
Okay, explain that.
The uneducated and the ignorant ones
Yeah.
are not making money. How does it come about? When one is educated or is knowledgeable,
Yeah.
they will know that whenever someone needs my services, I have to have good bargaining skills. If I don't have good bargaining skills, I will need a manager to do the bargaining for me. Or I might even need a lawyer.
I see what you mean.
This agreement I'm signing with some media agency,
Yeah.
giving them the rights to sell my music through the different platforms. How is it structured? Do you get me?
I see what you mean.
Then, the opportunities. We have social media platforms.
Yes.
The problem with Uganda is most people, when you say social media, all that comes to mind is WhatsApp, Facebook,
yes, of course.
maybe Twitter,
Yeah.
Instagram. But there are so many other platforms where people sell music from. That's why I said the educated and knowledgeable ones make money.
Information is important.
But you must be either educated or knowledgeable. When knowledgeable, you might not be educated,
I agree.
but you will make sure you have people who have information,
Yes.
you have people who have good skills on your team to serve your interests, to make
To
money.
help you make money.
To help you make money. Okay? You might not know how to open up a YouTube account. But if you have some who is educated
knows, yes.
on your team,
Yeah.
some will open up their account for the illiterate Eddie,
Yeah.
for Eddie to make money.
And applaud.
Do you get it?
Very interesting. Eddie, we need to move on because of time. Clearly, I hope people who are listening out there can see that I can put money there. So, are there any real professional opportunities in the industry? And I don't mean you don't have a talent, but you have a professional. What are
They
you
are-
guys?
Yes, they are. I'll give you an example. We have very few sound engineers,
Absolutely.
professional sound engineers. If you went round in a gig and you say, who is the sound engineer? And you ask him, do you have any qualifications? He will say, no, I'm self-trained. I learned on the job. That's why you always hear this squeak, you know,
Feedback.
the feedback and all the mistakes. Yet, if a parent today has the money and he realizes that his son or even daughter
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
has interest in sound or is quite tech savvy, he has interest in music,
yeah.
sponsor the child in a good university. You don't need to send them in Europe.
Yeah.
No, send them to South Africa. Let that child do a 2-year course or a 1-year course in sound engineering. When that person comes back here, they will definitely name their price.
What does a sound engineer do? People will be wondering, what is that
A
now?
sound engineer is the person responsible, in very simple and
simple
basic terms, responsible for amplifying the musician's sound to the masses
Okay.
during a live gig or even
Issues.
during a recording.
Okay.
If you are having a show at Cricket Oval,
Yes.
Lugogo,
Yes.
you need a sound engineer who will be able to help the masses that have come to watch your show hear you right.
It's not the same like Nambole. Those are the dynamics.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if we were in a small venue, say Obligato,
Yes.
okay? Now, the dynamics of doing sound in obligato
Yeah.
are different from Nambole.
Absolutely.
Or let's talk something closer to home. Serena. It is totally different ball game
Absolutely.
when you come to Victoria Hall.
Because we're running out of time, any other professional opportunities apart from sound engineer that you know? A manager is professional. You have to be trained to be a manager.
Most of the managers we have are not professional.
Okay.
But there could be choreographers. A lot of our musicians don't know how to dance.
Absolutely.
Not necessarily as a dancer, but to perform well.
Yes.
So choreographers, we have very few.
I see.
Then designers are out making a lot of money. Some few designers who design costumes. So you have sound engineers, you can have choreographers, you can have designers, you can have music teachers. There are so many opportunities, professional opportunities that can be exploited.
So people just need to dig. Ed, in 1 minute, time, you cannot believe how much time runs. What are the realities to contend with if one is to make money in the music industry? As in, what are the realities?
The realities are you have to be very professional. You have to have you have to be careful. Not because most of our people change. So pen must be on paper.
Putting things down.
Putting things down. And knowing that the person you are dealing with critically and clearly understands what you're agreeing on.
Agreements.
Yes, there must be an agreement. But besides the agreement, the person must also understand, because you won't be running with that agreement all the time in your court saying, you know, we signed an agreement. You know, the agreement says, no. But where does all that come from? At the beginning of any engagement, because it is an informal sector, with respect, full of a lot of illiterate people, some of whom the agreement is in English. The person can't read or write their name, let alone read English.
Hazard.
So you have to make sure the person understands what your service is going to be, and you agree clearly well in the mode of payment, and definitely you will be making money.
Eddie, I'm going to bring you back because we have just scratched the surface. But
you haven't had time to go deep into it.
We shall go. We shall come back again on this topic.
No
Viewers, it's a big industry, and you have heard him. He's a player in that space, and he has given you information you can use. If you have money, you want to invest there. If you have children who you want to train, and so on, you have heard the man. That was The Link. Thank you for joining us.